This is how to use AI to make content that actually signs clients if you're a business owner, consultant, coach, B2B, or B2C. If you don't know me, my name is Adam Chase. I own Kilowatt Socials, a YouTube content marketing agency. And in this video, I'm not just going to talk about how to use ChatGPT, but how to actually do it correctly and give it enough context so that you can actually get really good results as opposed to just generic AI slop, which most people will run with anyway. And the internet is full of it. I'm sure you've seen it. If you haven't noticed it, you're going to start noticing a lot even more. So I am on a mission to make sure that doesn't happen to you so that you could still use AI, actually get good results, and not look like everybody else and have terrible content. So let's get right into it. Before we talk about how I use AI, the first thing we should talk about is why you should be posting on YouTube in the first place, right? So your revenue per view on YouTube is very high compared to anywhere else, whether that's LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, any other platform. The common myth is you're going to wait for compounding to kick in. You're going to do all this work up front and get all the results in the back end, like with most marketing channels. And while that is true for some parts of YouTube, it's not true for the other way you can use it. So YouTube's the only platform that you can use that's both serving demand generation, meaning people will find you, search you. That's where the compounding part kicks in. But also you can use it as a really strong platform for sales assets. So what does that actually look like? That looks like taking videos and posting them on there, even if they get only 200 views. You're sending them to prospects who are in your pipeline right now. You're addressing objections. You're posting case studies. It's essentially like an extended living version of a landing page. Every video is serving a purpose of actually converting people. So you don't need thousands of views to actually get results and start making money, signing clients from YouTube. And I'm going to show you an example for one of my clients of how this worked for him. So, and on a new channel, your first 10 videos might get less than 200 views. They might get 10 views. That is completely fine and that is completely normal. So this was a video that one of my clients, Cade, posted. He's a TikTok Shop affiliate marketing coach. He just launched his program from scratch with us, starting with YouTube as his only traffic source. Still to this day, it's his only traffic source. And within about 108 days, we scaled that to 20K per month, and it is still growing. He's booking about 10 to 15 calls per month at this point, just off of YouTube. Now, the channel is still small. You could see here that he's got 383 subscribers when this screenshot was taken. That's really not that much. And when we started, it was less than 100, right? So he posted this video 2 weeks ago of one of his students. It's a case study interview, really good results. She gave him a fantastic testimonial, went really in depth, and it was a really, really good video for him. Still, it only had less than 400 views at the time of we're actually filming this now. But as soon as he posted it, he texted me and said, hey, we got an influx of calls. He booked 4 calls that day. And then the next day after that, closed $7,000 in new revenue in one day, 48 hours after the video was posted. And still to this day, he's closing people that are saying that they saw that video and others, and it really got them over the fence. So that's a prime example of how YouTube could start making you money now, even if you're not getting a ton of traction or blowing up your channel. You don't need that if you're making the right kind of content. And that's exactly why I was saying in the beginning that you should be on YouTube. It is just the best platform, whether you're B2C, B2B, a coach, consultant, founder, SaaS company owner, it doesn't matter. It's the best platform to post on if you want to actually sign clients from your content. And it's important for me to put this out there that I'm not saying this is typical or happens to everyone. Your results and how remarkable you are will dictate what you can do with YouTube. Even though Cade started from scratch with a brand new channel and a brand new offer, he had really good results already for himself and for a couple other affiliates that he was mentoring on the side. So when we launched on YouTube, he's got all this really great stuff, and he came into a market where he's already one of the top voices because nobody else has results like that. So whether or not you actually have any kind of momentum, whether you're just starting or not, YouTube is still the best platform for you. But again, like, these results aren't typical. I'm not saying you're going to post 2 videos, get 50 views, and then collect $7,000 in cash. You actually have to be good at what you're doing. The market has to want it. It has to be a good product market fit and a whole host of other factors. And it's also important for me to say this, that this strategy on YouTube is only going to work if you're implementing these 3 pillars in your content. You can't just post vlogs and lifestyle stuff and expect to start signing clients. But results is pillar 1, application is pillar 2, and education is pillar 3. And so what does that actually look like? Well, for results, that's exactly what I just showed you with our client Cade, who posted a case study interview. That's probably the strongest results-based content you can make. You can also break down a case study and show how you got the results for the client. Just do testimonials, things like that. Application is going a step further and actually giving the viewer actionable advice that they could immediately go ahead and implement. So think how-tos, tutorials, etc. It's important to also note there that we're not just doing button pusher tutorials, but we're teaching things conceptually and then showing them how to do it. Now, the education is really similar to the application, except it's just not a how-to type video. It's just more broad education, sharing insights, trends, teaching about things in your niche. Now, this video that you're watching right now from me is an application video, and we're going to get to that in a second on how to actually use AI. I promise that this is all going to tie in together. But to round this point off, showing them what something is not as good as showing them how to do it. You have to do both. You have to introduce concepts and then show them how to do it. You could do those in 2 separate videos. You can do that all in one video, but people need to be taking what you're showing them and then trying it themselves, coming back, watching your case studies, watching the broad education videos. All of these work together, and it's very important to not miss one of these 3 pillars. So getting into how to use AI, it's important to give AI the proper context, because what most people are going to do is they'll go in ChatGPT and they'll say, hey, ChatGPT, I run a marketing agency. Could you help me come up with some ad scripts for Instagram? And you're going to get the most garbage, horrendous output that you've ever seen. It's going to be generic. It's not going to work. No good. So what does context actually look like, and then how would I prompt ChatGPT? And so to look further at what most people are not doing, they are not talking about their ICPs. They're not giving enough details on their specific offer. They're not explaining how it solves problems that their ICPs face. They're not talking about, what those problems actually are in enough detail. Right? Just saying they need to sign more clients, they need to lose weight. That's not enough detail. You have to be really specific. They're not talking about their unique selling proposition, what separates them from other offers in the market. There's no information on what makes you different at all. So what do you expect to get from ChatGPT besides just generic ad copy that's really not tailored to what you want, right? The first thing you need to do is give it that context that we're talking about. And so what does that actually look like? There's 3 things that you can use right now that will give ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, whatever you're using, the best context on you possible. And that would be, number 1, sales call transcripts. Get the .txt or docx files from 5 to 15 of your sales calls with your ICP. It doesn't matter if they closed or not. You could use a note taker app to record your calls. I use Read AI, but Fathom and Fireflies do the same thing. There's a million others. Or if you just record your Zoom calls, you can get Loom and get the paid version. It's $10-15 a month. Upload the video to Loom and it will automatically generate you a transcript, which you could download in those file formats. That's real data directly from people in your ICP. There's a saying that good copy is not created, it's discovered or it's found, because it's coming straight from the mouths of your customers. There's this term also, preeminence, where you're saying things that your customers are thinking before they even know how to put it into words. They'll say things like, wow, that's better than I could have said it, or you took the words right out of my mouth. That's the feeling that you want to give, and you're only going to do that if it's actually things that your ICP is saying and thinking. So the best place to get that kind of copy is straight from the mouths of your customers. So that's number 1. Number 2 is a detailed creative brief. I got this from Nick Verge, but he also got this from Taylor Welch. You don't have to use the exact same format that I'm using, but here's the things that you want to cover in your creative brief. So this is a big document that's going to contain these things: a detailed breakdown of your ICPs, their psychographics, their demographics, whatever information you could specifically get about them. You're going to talk about their pain points, the cost of staying where they are, actually articulate that. You can have ChatGPT help you with these if you're not sure how to do this yourself. Their goals, your offer, the details, how it solves their problems, and your unique selling proposition. Again, you can have ChatGPT help you with this part, but you want to make sure it's as close to the words that will come out of your mouth, and what your customers need to hear as possible. And then your sales argument. This could come from your sales call transcripts. You should be able to do this if you're the offer owner, but again, you can have ChatGPT help you craft something with the data from your sales call transcript. And then the third thing I would use is go to a tool, Comey.ai or YouTube to transcript.com, and I would take 3 to 5 videos that you like. It doesn't have to be in your niche, but it should be content that you want yours to be similar to. And I would go ahead and paste the URL of those videos into one of these tools, take the transcript, copy it into a Google Doc. Don't worry about formatting or making it look pretty. I would then take that file and throw it into Claude or ChatGPT in your project information. Then you want to take the file with the transcripts and give it to Claude and ChatGPT, and you're going to tell it exactly what you want it to take from these scripts. It could be formatting or tone or anything like that, but now it has context on the type of content that you like. So I use Claude, you can use ChatGPT, it doesn't matter, but you want to create a project bank so that you can upload all these documents one time, and then every chat you have in that project has all of this context. You don't want to try to re-explain all this stuff from scratch every time you open Claude or ChatGPT. So you're going to need the paid version. It's like $20 a month. You don't need the enterprise plan or whatever. Just make more money and buy the paid version. So take all of these documents, upload it into the project knowledge bank, and then have a set of instructions where you explain what each document is, how you want the AI to understand each document, and what your objective for the project is, creating content for yourself. And so that's exactly how you use AI like a smart person who wants to make money with content, as opposed to a rookie who's just going in there and prompting it with all sorts of nonsense. So if you want some of my prompts, the project instructions that I use for my YouTube scripts, and examples of some of these documents, click the first link in the description below, put in your email, and then I'll send these over to you. And if you're a business owner who wants help implementing a strategy like this, or if you want to build out a whole YouTube funnel for yourself, or want someone to manage your existing YouTube channel, click the second link in the description to book a call to speak with me. We'll see if it's a good fit or not, see if I can help, and then we'll take it from there. Regardless, I hope this was helpful. See you in the next one. Peace.